Now, let us discuss about the today's concept is architecture and quality attributes. So, actually, why are we discussing this one? So, already we know that what is an architecture, and here we are implementing this architecture by using some quality attributes. Clear? So, architecture design is by using a quality attributes. What is a quality? In general cases already we know. Okay, so quality in the sense which means if it will give the good performance or many features are there for quality. If we want any software developer wants to develop a project, he must okay provide quality for total system, mean total project. If it is not a qualitative one, okay, that project may not work for long term. If we want to, okay, if we want to develop a good project, and that project should be run number of years also, you must provide a, you must add some quality features to that project. Okay, otherwise it will be, which means it will be collapsed or ruined in a few years itself. Okay, in general market also, now we are going to purchase for a few items or for few equipments branded items or otherwise ISI mark items. Okay, like that we are purchasing such kind of items only. Why? Because that product should be qualitative products. Okay, that products will work for more number of years, then only we are going for a qualitative products, which means branded products. If one product doesn't have any brand means, okay, it will ruin or it will be some, it will create problem in with less number of years or with less number of unfrequent usage. Okay, this is the problem. If we develop a project without a quality, if we develop a project with quality, okay, maybe we will create a brand for that product also. So that is the quality here. While developing a software project also, okay, we must include some qualitative attributes, okay, at the stage of designing itself. Designing itself means at the stage of architecture itself. Okay, arts architecture itself. Otherwise, okay, by seeing designing only, we are going for developing that project. Okay, we are going to execute or we are going to write the code based on the design. So that's why, okay, in designing of that project itself, you should add some qualitative attributes to that design. Okay, then in implementation part, it automatically, I mean, adds and it will give good results. So that's why, so this quality will come with, we are discussing with a architecture. Clear? Right. So in generally, who will add these quality attributes? Okay, maybe that quality attributes will be added based on the needs and interest of a customer, or otherwise based or interest of a architect. Okay, so by interest of either architect or otherwise a customer, they'll include the quality at the time of designing. Okay, otherwise after developed this project, okay, we may not get good results, right? And actually there are three main categories of quality attributes are there. First one is system qualities, second one is business qualities, and third one is a architectural qualities. What is the first one here? System qualities. Second one is the business qualities, and the third one is the architectural qualities. Okay, coming to the system qualities. Now while developing a project, okay, we are in need of these features. What are those features? Availability, modifiability, performance, security, testability, and usability. So if we will add all these properties, features to our system, okay, it will give good results, or the outcome of that system is qualitative project. And coming to the second one, business qualities. So in these business qualities includes time to market, cost and benefits, product lifetime, and target market, etc. So these are the another qualities after developed the project. Okay, we should go for a business qualities. Okay, after the developing of that project, so that business qualities, okay, are time to market, cost and benefit, what is the product lifetime, and what is the target market, which means for which purpose we are designed that one. So I will explain about these three qualities once again brief in next slides. Okay, then next one is, and also rollout schedule, integration, others. These are all the business qualities. And coming to the third one, architectural qualities. Architectural qualities in the sense conceptual integrity, correctness, and completeness. Here we have discussed about three qualities. First one is overall system. After that one is, okay, market of that project, and third one is particular, okay, I mean particular module or particular architecture of that system. Okay, these are the three qualities. Okay, coming to the system quality attribute. Okay, which means if we want to develop a software product, then that software product, okay, must provide the qualities, okay, in the form of, first one is functional sustainability, second one is performance efficiency, third one is compatibility, next one is usability, reliability, security, maintainability, and portability. Okay, coming to the first one is the functional sustainability. Functional sustainability in the sense, actually whatever the functions, okay, which we have developed in our project, that function should be complete. Okay, the job of that particular function or that particular method should be complete. We can't leave that particular function, okay, without complete. If we didn't finish that function, it will give some errors, or it may not give some correct results to a user. Okay, that's why that function of that particular what a project should be clear. For example, if we will discuss about a addition function, okay, there is an addition function in C language or CPP language, any language. Okay, what is the, I mean, job of your addition function? You should add the variables whichever we have. So, and it will give correct results. We suppose in addition function, we have the variables or values 20 plus 30 plus 50. So 20 plus 30 plus 50 means, what is the answer for this one? Obviously, that is the 100. Otherwise, okay, if that we we developed that function incorrectly or incompletely means it won't give exact 100 result. It may give some wrong result. Okay, why? Because that function is not developed completely. Okay, otherwise it will take only two values at a time. It can take only two values. It won't calculate, it won't permit the third value. So it won't permit the third value means what is the first two values? 20 plus 30, it will give only the result of 50, not instead of 100. Okay, if we'll develop complete project means it will take three values or four values or five values and it will give the results accordingly. Okay, if we develop that project incompletely means addition method is incompletely means it may take, it allow only two numbers means only it will calculate only first two values result, first two values, and it will give the result accordingly, isn't it? So every function should be complete. That is the meaning of completeness. And next point in functional sustainability is functional correctness. So functional correctness in the sense, before going to, okay, hand over a project, we must check each and every function of that project, whether it giving good results, correct results or not to the user. Okay, if we are asking for addition, it may calculate the subtraction means, is it a correct function? No. So if whenever we will ask for the addition function, it should be calculated addition only. If it will calculate the subtraction means there is no meaning of that one. That is the that's why, so that function should work correctly or not according to the according to its function. Okay, and otherwise last one is functional appropriateness. So it will give appropriate results or not. Sometimes we are need the appropriate results also. It will work related to that or not. Okay, these are the quality, I mean functional sustainability qualities for a project. Coming to next one, performance efficiency. So in this performance efficiency, first point is time behavior. What is time behavior? We have already discussed that. Okay, if I am asking for something, okay, I am searching for something, it will work after half an hour or after 1 hour or for tomorrow. Okay, is it a time behavior? Now, in online, I'm going for searching for something. If I'm going for searching SADB textbook now, so I want results immediately. If it is available, so it should show immediately. Otherwise, if after typing the query, it will work after 1 day or 2 days means, is it a time behavior one? Okay, so that is not a, that is which means if the project will work timely manner, then only that performance of that product will be good. We are calculating that the performance of that product will be good. Otherwise, okay, so that's not a good project. So automatically the performance of that project will be getting down. Next one, resource utilization. So while doing one work, we are going for another work also. So how many number of resources we are using, all resources at a time. So then also, okay, that particular project will work efficiently. While we are using multiple options in in particular system. Okay, then also you should give good results. Otherwise, that performance is, there is a drawback. And last one, capacity. Capacity of that project should be good. Okay, so we should take care about these qualities also. And next one is compatibility. So compatibility in the sense coexistence. At a time, multiple people working working on that particular project. Okay, so then also it will give correct results for each and every one, which means suppose here two people are accessing for Indian Railways server, which means one is for some Hyderabad trains and another for Delhi trains. So at a time, not only two people. So per a day or per hour, Indian Railway server is accessed by some lakhs of people. So for that lakhs of people also, it will give correct and exact results, isn't it? Okay, it doesn't show wrong results. If you are searching for a Hyderabad trains, it won't give you Delhi trains. Okay, exactly for your query, it will give some Hyderabad trains information only. So like that, if multiple number of people are working in a same project also, okay, it will give the good results. And next one is usability. Usability in the sense appropriateness, recognizability, and learnability, operability, user error protection, and user interface, aesthetics, and accessibility. In this usability also almost related to the compatibility. So if okay, any problem will occur in interfaces, so it will work for by handling that errors, and it will work accordingly. It will work properly or not. So and accessibility is good or not. And also if anything, so operation, which means if we are going for some other features, in some other functions in that particular system, it will be useful or not. So like that, we should provide a usability quality. Next one is reliability. Reliability in the sense, already we know, it's maturity, availability, fault tolerance, and recoverability. So reliability in the sense, whatever we have developed a project, that should be worked for long time without showing any faults or errors in that particular project. If any faults are occurred, okay, there may be there may be concept fault tolerance. If anything will happen, how it is recovered that problem, and also how it will handle that problems. So that is the reliability. Next one is the security. Security in sense, so in every project, we must provide the security, which means already you have learned about the security features in CNS subject. Cryptography and network security. I think you are having the first topic about confidentiality, integrity, non-repudiation, authenticity, and accountability. These are all the security topic. Okay, for any project nowadays, the security is very important. Why? Because, okay, so without security, if you will use one product, means we may lose. That is either data, or either that is money or data or something. Okay. So if any user wants to use our project or product, so he must check, first of all, he should check the security, whether they are providing a security or not. If it is more secured, then anybody ready to use. Okay, nowadays many people are using phone pay and Google Pay, so and Paytm, like that, for transferring the monies from one person to another person. Why they are using those what third party apps? Because they are providing a security to us. So even though those are the money transactions also will be performed by using such apps. Okay. Why? Because all are trusting those those are providing security to our money. So that's why they are running still running in the market, right? So like that, security is also one of the important feature. So in this confidentiality, integrity in the sense, confidentiality in the sense, um, it is a protection of some objects, okay, while transferring the data, and integrity, integrating the system data, and also if non-repudiation sense, whether the accessing person is correct person or not, whether that person is authorized person or not. So like that, such kind of securities are checked by, system at the login credentials or somewhere else, whether the data or the project is accessed by authorized person or not. Okay. And also the resources are used by authorized persons or not, the data is secured, okay, at this project or within the network or not. So like that we should check each and every where about this security reasons. And next one is maintainability. So maintainability in the sense modularity, usability, analyzability, modifiability, and testability. So after developing a project, so there is a chance to get, okay, there is a chance to modify the project after developed that project. So we should check each and every time, which means if we purchase a car, so after purchasing that car, after every 6 months or 1 year we are going for a what checking for that car or maintaining that car. So they will check, otherwise we are going for some medical checkups for every 6 months to a hospital. Okay, why are we going for that one? Whether it will work properly or not. Okay, some for such kind of features are give qualitative features. Okay. And if anywhere if we want to split that program or decompose that suppose functions into into two different parts also, okay, we can perform in that particular project. Otherwise the project may be reusable somewhere if we want to use again and again. Okay, so that should be reusable one. Clear. And after that, each and if you want to test that product for every 6 month project, for every 6 months or every 1 year, okay, we can check, and if any small kind of problems are there we can rectify easily. So where the will problem will occur, so like that we can check and will give the results accordingly. And next, portability. So whatever the project we have developed, that should be a portable one, which means that product or that project will be ready to install in any kind of systems or mobiles. So each and every system has different configurations. Okay, different configurations, different softwares and different hardwares are there. So even though it will be support to add our project to in that particular systems, which means like platform independency. Already you have learned a platform independency in Java, right? So like that our developed project should be, okay, stored or should be installed in anywhere of the world. So that is called portability, and moving from one place to another place we can install any system and we can work accordingly. Like that we should develop a project. Okay, these are the system quality attributes. Apart from this, so same availability in the sense other features, which means availability in the sense whenever I mean whenever the user wants to access our project, so it should be available every time. Okay, with what less with a using of less time. And coming to the modifiability already we have discussed. It supports the, it will allow us to modify any things after developing a project. So like if you want to install any new feature after 10 years or 20 years also, okay, it will allow us. So that is called modifiability. And after that, performance. So these are all things we have discussed in our diagram itself, so no need of discussing again. So system quality attributes, in this system quality attributes itself we have discussed these: availability, modifiability, performance, security, testability, etc., and even usability also. After that, now we are going to see the business quality attributes. This is the second quality attributes. First one, business quality attributes will occur after developing a project. So in this business quality attributes, the first one is time to market. So time to market in the sense, architectural reuse affects the development time, which means if we will schedule a project for 1 month, we should complete that project and we must hand over that project to a customer. Okay, then only they will, I mean, they and as well as we are saving some money. Okay, if we will increase the dates or dates of that project while developing, okay, that may be a one of the, I mean, drawback. So we don't do such kind of things. If we schedule project for 10 days or 1 month, we must complete in time and hand over to the a customer. Then the business of our organization, wherever whoever we are working, that organization also will get good reputation. Okay, and also whoever the customer to take the project from us, that person also, okay, will launch that product in time. So he may also earn the money from that project early. Okay, that is the time to market. And cost and benefit. In-house architectural expertise is cheaper than the outside expertise, which means, so designs. So what are the in-house which means, sorry, cost and benefits. Whatever projects we are developed for a small businesses, then that cost should be low. And which projects for a, I mean, big projects, so those costs must be a, I mean, where those costs must be more compared to the general ones. So that is the second point. Coming to the third one, project lifetime of the system. Long-lived systems require architectures than that are modifiable and scalable. If whenever we developed a system, okay, with quality, so automatically that system should work long time. And also, so if a project is developed for many years, that should be a scalable one, which means whenever we want to modify or perform change on that product also, so it must support to us. Scalable means in the sense it will increase the size. Okay, if nowadays we are developed a project with less memory, so that in future we must add additional memory to that project also, it must support. Okay, so such kind of projects must must be give competition to the other projects in a market. So like that we should develop our projects. Next, targeted market. So in this targeted market, architectures affects what platforms will be compatible and incompatible with the system. So we already discussed that compatible in the sense, if multiple number of people are ready to access a single system, then also it will show the good results. So then only the market, okay, will be increased. Otherwise, because of that lack of performance, the market will be fall down. So that is the targeted market. Next one, rollout schedule. In this rollout schedule, if functionality is planned to increase over time, the architecture needs to be customizable and flexible. Okay. So if um, if we have developed a project with some features, so if the function, which means now WhatsApp status is worked for only 24 hours. Okay, if we want to increase that status also, okay, then it will be flexible to the developer. So like that, we should change the work. And last one is integration with legacy systems. Even though for legacy systems, okay, will influence the overall system architectures. This is about business quality attributes. And the last one is architectural quality attributes. In this architectural quality attributes, the first one is conceptual integration. So this conceptual integration is the underlying vision or theme unifying the components and their interactions. The architecture should do similar things in similar ways. Actually, conceptual integrity in the sense the architecture is developed, so which purpose the architecture is developed, that purpose is satisfies 100% or not. Okay, is it integrating the overall system or not? So we are checking that particular quality is also, which means we are developing a project for some particular purpose or based on some concept. Okay, that will be worked for that purpose or not. Okay, we should check for that. And next one is correctness and completeness. So this project is, developing of this project is complete or not, whether it is worked for, whether it is working, whether it is giving good results or not. So that is the second quality attribute for a architecture design. And third one is buildability. In this, buildability is concerned with the organization's capabilities to actually construct the architecture in question. So there is a chance to, there is a chance of getting, uh, I mean, uh, uh, organization capabilities, which means if we want to increase more or if we want to decrease construction of this project, so it will be ready to take such kind of changes also. Clear? This is about today's class. Thank you.